move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Heath. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Golden Eagles in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as he out. Start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Oh, he's going to go up top. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication now.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Card in the backfield. It's Adams. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around him stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
Here comes the two-point try. He'll do it himself. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he gives them the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll call for the fair catch here. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking to throw, it's Rodemaker. This time it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
After that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how match. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll try the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll run the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run game coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 50, the 40. There's a live football.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Rodemaker. Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30s.
And those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And into the end zone. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things.
And he makes to grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw. It's Milroe. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And they move closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards. 3rd and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead. A quick timeout called by the kicking team here. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Got it. 1st down here for the offense.
Lasso! Go! 691, Gators far!
The option look. He'll pitch it.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
To throw, it's Rodemaker. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The one thing I love about this defensive coordinator is that he has a lot of different exotic looks. He's not just going to rush with 4. He's not just going to rush with 3. He's not just going to blitz linebackers. This guy's blitzing DBs.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This is an area of the field where it's really advantageous to just go for it. He's got it, Merkenberg. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. He's gonna pass. Makes the catch. It's Mims. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. The Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes that Alabama offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the...
Going deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
And these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out a wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, they wanted this guy catching the ball on the right side of the field. They could have just lined him up over there, but they didn't that time. He started off on the left side. He crossed the defense and made the catch on the right side of the field.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Brings it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator. Always loved being aggressive and trying to take shots, but that play worked because there was zero pressure coming from the defense. Quarterback had all day to scan the field.
They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Pulled down for the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He'll keep it on the draw. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
After the touchdown, if they could get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. A run for the quarterback. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
29 Philly. 2-0.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. On the move is the third. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. First down to start the drive after the break.
Spire.
Caught behind the line. It's Mims. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On the set.
Line getting set on second down.
Green 25.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Rodemaker. They're working that left side. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Cricket. Cross. Cross. Double right. Ready, go.
On the option. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one.
On the
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5.
Yankee blue. Down. Griffin.
He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Lasso.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Silverman! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like,
I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking here to line up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
and you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays, and how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense. The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ready?
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Ready?
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He's in there. 2-point conversion is good, and they're down by just 1.
How about that for a momentum swing? The defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. The defense really did its job, David, and now the offense can put a little breathing room in this one.
Yeah, breathing room would be great, but it's nice to know that you can depend on your defense. Coming up with a big stop, Jesse, I still got the lead. I'm still in a good spot.
And, David, you'd love to be able to pay off that defensive effort by closing this thing out, putting a beautiful drive together here when it matters most.
Second down, and the defense has no choice but to sell out to stop the run. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get